The rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun. College football is back. Think you know the game? Put your college football knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big payouts. From live betting during the game to rivalry week odds boosts and so much more. DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to stay in the action from kickoff to final whistle. Whether you're betting on your go-to team or making moves mid-game as momentum shifts, Saturdays are yours to own with DraftKings Sportsbook. Here's something special for first-timers. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Am I unmuted? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. My partner and co-host, he's Liberty City's own. He's Madden's ratings adjuster, Bengals Ring of Fame honoree. He's a Pro Bowler, All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us all a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you personally for subscribing and watching and listening and downloading and talking about Nightcap, because of the success is all because of you. We can't be anything without you. And Ocho and I, we greatly appreciate your support and your continued support. Make sure you check out my cognac, Shea by Laportier. Now, if you cannot find Shea by Laportier in a city or a state near you, you can order it online and we'll ship it directly to your door. It is a very special premium VSOP cognac, the best on the market. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I created a very special commemorative bottle for my brother on his selection into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's on your screen. Just head over to laportier.com to grab your bottle. Once they're gone, guys. And so we only did 2,500 bottles. So once they're gone, they're gone. Please go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is also pinned in the chat. We have two very special guests joining us tonight. The safety from the Detroit Lions, Kerby Joseph, and the big defensive tackle from the Seattle Seahawks, Leonard Williams, joining us a bit later. But first, Ocho, All-Pro safety Kyle Hamilton and the Ravens have reached an agreement. A 4-year extension worth $100.4 million. It's the largest deal for safety in NFL history, and the deal includes $82 million.
Guaranteed.
However, they got a bigger deal looming. Lamar Jackson. His salary cap number is $43.5 million in 25, $74.5 million in 26. With Lamar continued, he still represents himself, he and his mom. Are we headed for a long, drawn-out negotiation, or is this going to be simple and painless?
It's going to be simple and painless. Simply the fact this is quarterback number one. This is the future of your organization, probably for the next 10 years. Obviously, we saw Young Bull down there in Buffalo get his deal. I forgot what the numbers were, but I think it was in North was maybe 300, 330, something like that.
I think it's over 300 with 250 guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed. So obviously Lamar is going to be somewhere probably going to leapfrog that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Representation, being his mom, them having the right people in their corner, understanding how everything works, being that they've already worked one deal. So it's pretty easy where the numbers are going to be, and they're going to work it out. And I'm not, maybe I wouldn't be surprised if it happens maybe before the season or maybe in the middle of the season. But it's probably going to get done. And simply when it comes to certain players, when it comes to certain players, especially this position, you don't play no games. You don't play games at that position, so the quarterbacks have nothing to worry about except just football alone.
Yeah, I like them going ahead and getting this deal with Kyle Hamilton out of the way. They tied up. The Ravens are normally very, very good about this. Their homegrown talent, they take care of those guys. They always have. I believe they always will. You go back and look at the Jonathan Ogdens, the Ray Lewises, the Terrell Suggs, the Ed Reeds. Those guys, they take care of their guys. They've always done that. They took care of Lamar. That they did make Lamar play, or the franchise tag one year. I'm surprised. Well, he didn't play on the franchise tag. Nobody even put money down when how many guys needed a quarterback and could have given up easily 2 first-round draft picks. I think that's the going rate for a quarterback of Lamar, 2 first-rounders. You'd have been gladly giving those guys up because, hell, you feel that when you give those guys up that you're going to be so far down in the draft, it's not going to harm you. You don't think when you get Lamar Jackson, you're going to be picking in the top 10 again. What that's being said, they took care of Kyle Hamilton. Now they can put their attention on Lamar Jackson. And I agree with you. At some point in time, this deal is going to get done. They're not going into the season next year with a $75 million cap hit for a quarterback. Could I potentially see them getting something done? It all depends on him. Because at the end of the day, Ocho, you said it best. He and his mom are their representation. They do have an NFLPA attorney, I think, to help them read over language and probably pay an hourly rate or something like that. That's better than giving up 3 to 4%. I'll pay you hourly. I'll give you, 15, whatever the case may be. Let's just say a round number. Let's just say $1,000 an hour for you to read over the contract to make sure everything's on the up and up. All the language is what it needs to be. But with that being said, he's not going into next season with no $75 million cap hit. That's for damn sure.
No, absolutely not.
I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later that he's going to get something done. And I agree with you. I can see them somewhere at some point in time getting a deal done if he wants to get it done. He might say, well, if we don't get this thing done by the first game, I'm done talking contracts until after the season.
Yeah, obviously, when you think about someone like Lamar that I know personally, he's strictly football. When it comes to the business side of things, obviously he has mom right there to handle those issues. But Lamar's one that just wants to play football. And we understand the nature of the business, and you don't want to get yourself in any type of distractional situations that can take you from said game of football. But obviously his eye is on the prize, and that eye is on the prize had nothing to do with money because he's already been paid. So his focus is on doing what we need to do to dominate in the AFC North and contend and get ourselves to, for one, the playoffs, and to get over the hump of getting out the playoffs and having a chance at the goddamn
You're
Lombardi.
absolutely right. Look, the guy's a 2-time MVP. You're not gonna pay.
Hey, no. He's a 3-time
You can't do that.
MVP.
We got to give him what he got.
Yeah, I don't care what the numbers say. He's a 3-time MVP. Now they took one of those MVPs from him based on one of the best statistical seasons from a quarterback in the history of the game. So it was that I love Josh Allen, but last year's MVP was a damn here. That's what that was. I'm just being realistic, huh? That's what damn here. That's what that was.
And but you're going to pay Lamar Jackson, a guy that's not even 30 years of age yet. You're going to pay him, you believe, the next 5 to 7 years, he'll still put up the kind of numbers that he's been putting up the last 3 to 4 years. 30, 40 pass touchdowns, still can give you somewhere between 500 and 800 rush yards, low turnover rate. Like you said, he just needs to get over that hump. He just needs to get that one time to play like Lamar Jackson in the regular season. Because so many times we've seen him, he went like a stretch where he had 8, 9 games, Ocho, he ain't turned the ball over. He didn't fumble the ball. He didn't throw a pick. He did none of that. And then he got, I think, in that playoff game, the divisional round against Baltimore, he ended up having 2 turnovers. Look, he still had him in position.
Yes.
If the tight end, if he catches that, Mark Andrews, if he catches that 2-point play, now we're possibly in the overtime, or I mean, the defense is going to have to stand to keep Josh Allen out of field goal range, and then we go to overtime. We'll never know. But we have yet to see Lamar Jackson play in a big-time game come postseason like the Lamar Jackson that we thought should have won the MVP. See, because if that guy showed up, they go into the Super Bowl. And that's what we keep expecting, Ocho. That's what we keep wanting to see because we know he has it in him because we've seen it. It's not like we're not asking Lamar Jackson to do anything he has not put on tape in the regular season. That's the only thing
Exactly.
Because we've seen him put on tape. He throw for 300. He'll rush for 60, 70, 80 yards. We've seen him have 3 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown rushing. So we're not asking him to do anything that we have not already seen with our own eyes. It's just that in the playoffs, more times than not, he's turned the ball over. And
Yeah.
once he gets that out of his way, sometimes it takes others longer to live. We've gotten spoiled. Tom Brady went his first year starting, he went. Patrick Mahomes, his first year starting, he goes to the AFC Championship game the next year. His second year starting, he wins the Super Bowl. He wins regular season MVP. And that same thing with Lamar. Think about it. Lamar, his first year starting, he won the MVP. So we know who and what he can capable of. We just need him to be that person come playoff time. And if he does that, the Ravens going to be hell, because the Ravens got a heck of a football team. They got a heck of a football team. I think John Harbaugh is an unbelievable coach. Defensively, they got guys that fly around to the football. They got Jair Alexander. They got Wiggins outside. They got Marlon Humphrey in the slot. They got Hamilton. They took a safety. I think they took another safety in the first round. They're good. Roquan Smith. They're loaded. They're loaded. They got Bateman. They got the other Zay Flowers. The running back. Ricard is back. They got Derrick Henry. They got Staley is back. Lamar. They are loaded. Now, Lively's going to be out a little while because I think he got dealing with a foot injury. But they got Mark Andrews, who's been an All-Pro, who's gone to multiple Pro Bowls. This team is loaded. This team is equipped, and they should be thinking, hey, we got to take care of business and win our division. But they should have loftier expectations based on the personnel that they have on the team and based on the coaching staff that they have. But Lamar, they're going to get something done. $43.5 million. That's not excessive as far as the cap, Ocho. But 75, that's excessive.
that's way over. That's way over.
What else we got here? The Panthers trade Adam Thielen to the Vikings, and the veteran receiver returns home. He is from Minnesota. The teams agreed to swap picks. The Vikings gave up a 5th-round pick in 26 and a 4th-round pick in 27. Carolina yields a conditional 7th-round pick in 26 and a 5th round in 27. Ocho, did the Vikings get better bringing him back?
Yeah. I think they got better. Just the veteran presence in general. Having obviously Jordan Addison going to be out, so you have Adam Thielen that can come in right now and play. And if you think about it, I'm sure people probably don't see or probably don't know, but Adam Thielen and J.J. McCarthy, they worked out in the offseason together. They were getting routes in, even though that's not his quarterback. They were getting some routes in, so there's a little bit of chemistry and familiarity in that area, in that sense. So really, Adam Thielen coming back, being able to acclimate right back to that offense, right back at home, I think they're going to be fine. It's a great addition for them. And obviously the Panthers letting them go, let you know how good and how much they believe in that young
Jimmy Horn made the active roster.
Jimmy
Horn Jr. made the active roster.
But you goddamn right Jimmy Horn was going to make it. Jimmy Horn is one of the better rookies in the NFL, especially when it comes to route running and being able to create separation and get open. So I understood that. Hell, Jimmy was so goddamn good, they let brother Hunter Winfrow go. And Winfrow is considered one of the better route runners and also at creating separation and be able to get open. But that's how good they are. Obviously, I'm very, very high. Very, very high. And I've spoke highly of that receiving core over there in Carolina. And if they're to have a year and want to compete, not only in that division, but have a successful season, is going to be upon that receiving core leading brother Bryce Young to the promised land. So outside of that, I'm happy for Adam Thielen. He's going to be just fine back in Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and when Jordan Addison comes back, that's a nice trio to have.
And you still got Hawkinson, who's another year removed from that injury. Aaron Jones in the backfield. I like the move. This is a Carolina's opportunity. I mean, I would have liked for him to stay there and help mentor some of those young receivers, Ocho, that they have in Carolina. But Carolina's look like it's our guys. It's time for them to grow up. It's time for them to grow up. We're counting on these young guys. You got McMillan, you got Leggett, you got Coker, you got Jimmy Horn Jr. Like you said, so they got some young talent. Now it's just time for them. They don't have what you call a veteran presence in that locker room, Ocho. At the receiver position, they have veterans on the team. But I like the move. Would I have been disappointed if Carolina said no, but they said, you know what, for a fourth round pick in 27? Yeah, yeah. We go ahead. We let y'all have this. And I understand Minnesota because, like you said, Jordan Addison's going to be gone for 3 games. So now we got somebody to come in that's a veteran presence that understands the gravity and the magnitude of these games. That they can they're in a very tough division, Ocho. That Green Bay's in that division, Detroit's in that division. We believe Chicago will be better. That's in that division. So Detroit's like, nah, we don't have any excuses. We don't have any slippage. We want to get off, hit the ground running, and I think Adam Thielen gives them a great opportunity to do that. But so I like the trade for both. But if Carolina said nah to keep Adam Thielen and to help him groom some of these young guys, I wouldn't have been upset at that either.
Yeah. But you have to understand why they let him go. I think people in the chat need to understand when it comes to veteran players that are on teams and you have a young receiving core that is impressed not only in the preseason, but in training camp, that's the only time you let a veteran presence of a player like Adam Thielen go, because you trust what you've already seen. You trust what those young bulls have put on film. So now we know, you know what, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And we're going to let them boys take the torch.
And I'm sure Thielen, look, a part of us all want to go back home. You know, Dorothy wanted to go back to Kansas. That was a part of us, Ocho. A part of us want to go back to where it started from. And you know, if you think about it, what a normal time when a lot of people escape, what the first place they go? They catch them at home. They go go back to an old familiar surroundings. And so I think for Adam, you know, he's like, man, I'm from Minnesota. I spent the first 10 years of my career in Minnesota. You know what? My family, Minnesota's probably going to be home for him. Man, I mean, he's probably thinking, didn't know if it would ever come to fruition. He's probably thinking, man, I sure would like to get home. I sure would like to, you know, finish play a last year or two in Minnesota. And here it is. He's going home. And Minnesota pull off a swap. They give up a 5th round pick in 26 and a 4th round in 27. Carolina gets a 7th round pick in 26 and a 5th round in 27. So I think everybody's happy, Ocho. But like you said, those young receivers in Carolina, they impressed enough that Carolina was willing to move off a veteran presence, a guy that's steady, dependable. You know exactly what you're going to get. He's hardworking. He's a guy that can mentor the young guys. But they say, you know what? These young guys are ready.
Yeah. Absolutely.
During Terry McLaurin's push for a new contract, age was cited as a big factor in the reluctance. Terry turns 30 in mid-September. That ultimately didn't stop the team from agreeing on a 3-year deal with the wideout. At the press conference today, McLaurin was asked about his response to the concerns that neither he nor the deal will age well. The data is the data. But I think people, they're outliers. There are people who may not necessarily fit into that set of data. Only time will tell, but I feel like where things are in my ability, in January, I ran like 60-yard screen for a touchdown. My speed hasn't diminished at all. My toughness is there. If anything, my savviness of playing receiver has grown.
Hey, listen. Hey, honestly, I'm just listen. All the analytics and data and stuff that they have based on age and wear and tear and amount of miles on your legs, none of that really matters.
No, it doesn't matter to us. It matters to them.
Yeah, no, it don't matter to us. It just matters to those who cut those checks. Yeah, that's all. That's all. And so they look at it from a business standpoint. Maybe I won't get another Terry McLaurin. I can get somebody that can give me half the production, and I can put that money elsewhere. That's the way they think. But when it comes to a team that is on the verge of being able to go to a Super Bowl that has a young quarterback that you haven't had to pay yet, you want to make a deal like this happen, which I don't understand why they were waiting. From a business standpoint, why are we waiting? Are you serious about winning? Them getting that deal done for Terry McLaurin lets me know that they're serious about winning, and the quarterback not having the power or leverage to be able to go upstairs and say, listen, we need to get this done. We need to get this done because we have a small window of opportunity. We have an okay defense, but I understand we can do offensively if we have number 17 in this room for us to make that run for Lombardi. Hell, we got to the NFC Championship with him. He was, I'm not sure what percentage, but he was responsible for a high percentage of that offense, especially when it comes to throwing the ball in the air. So what is there to play about? I don't care what data, I don't care what analytics say. I know what happens. I know what he does when you turn that goddamn film on, and 17, he gonna show up every time.
The question is, Ocho, what we don't know, we're not privy to these conversations. Did he lower the ceiling or did they raise the floor?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's what you and I are not privy to those conversations. So, and what I mean by that, Chad, did he lower his price or did they raise their offer? And so that's what we don't know. All we know is that the deal got done. You and I both think maybe it took a little longer than probably what it should. But in any negotiation, there needs to be a give and take because you don't want someone to begrudgingly give you something and then you guys become resentful of each other. But by the same token, you don't want to feel like you got screwed over because now you're going to feel like they took advantage of you. So I think at the number that he ended up getting, I think everybody can live. I think everybody can live with that. He doesn't have to go in and play on that fifth year option. Now he gets to come. Now he gets to I think he gets to come in and get a good number. Like I said, Ocho, what can he do with 32 million that he only needed 34 million to be able to do it?
30. Right. Yeah. He comes in fair. It's a respectful offer. Obviously, it's not the highest. It's not as high as you want, obviously, because you are 30. But they found a happy medium. A happy medium for him, his family, wife, kids. They can be happy. The team is happy. Jaden Daniels gets his receiver on a nice peace, sound mind. So now all you can do, the business side of it is over. Let's go play football. Let's play football and prepare for week 1 with no distractions.
Yeah,
we all good.
They're gonna have to do something with Laramie Tunsil. They're gonna have to do something with Louisville. Are they gonna do anything with Marshawn Lattimore? That's the question. Jaden Daniels is coming up in after next year. So they got some other pieces and they needed to get this out of the way so they don't have this going into a next season with Tunsil and Lovu and those other and a few other guys. Ocho, let's go ahead and piece by piece because in 2 years you're gonna have to go see 5. I think his number ain't Jaden Daniels 5. Yeah, you're gonna have to see it.
Yep.
And it's gonna cost you a chunk of change. Now it's gonna
Oh yeah.
You have to do something strange for a little. You have to do something strange to pay that piece of change.
And you got to understand, you got 3 quarterbacks, right? That's going to come up, and it's going to break the bank for their team. So you want to take advantage of those situations now. Over there in Houston, boy, you better back the Brink truck up. Down there in Washington, you better be able to back the Brink truck up. At some point, I think after the season, no, Caleb Williams got one more. Bo Nix. They finna have to back the Brink.
Well, he got another year too.
Yeah. Him and Caleb, him and Bo Nix and Caleb will be at the same time.
All them came out the same draft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, talk to me now. Talk to me nice too. Let me know. Show me how much you love me.
It's gonna be I mean, look. The thing is, you try to win as much as you can because when these young quarterbacks. When it's time to dance, now it kind of inhibits what you're able to do. You can't just arbitrarily go, okay, I'll just go get that. Because when you have him on his rookie contract, you can do that. You can go get a guy and think about just 1 year. Okay, I think about just the now, just the here. But once you pay that guy, and you talk about you paying a guy 50, 60, and you're looking at this case, you're probably talking about somewhere between 63 and 60, 67, 68 million dollars. Who knows? Maybe even you touch 70.
Yeah,
and so you're looking at a quarter of a bill, a quarter of a billy, guaranteed. So that's kind of where you're headed now. So with that being said, I think these guys, these general managers and the teams are trying to lock these guys up. So we don't want to have to do. I'm trying to do Laramie Tunsil. I'm trying to do Lovu. I'm trying to do Jaden Daniels. I'm trying to do whomever else. Let me go ahead and I deal with one thing. I can fight one battle at a time. I don't want to spread myself too thin. Let me fight one battle at a time. Okay, I got to fight Jaden Daniels. Let me go ahead and get this taken care of. Okay, I need to deal with Tunsil. I need to deal with Lovu. I need to whomever. Let me deal with one individual at a time. And I think that they'll be better served with that. But it was good that McLaurin got his money. Look, whether we like it or not, Ocho, everybody is losing
Yeah.
analytics. Because guess what else everybody using? AI. Pretty soon they're gonna come
Right.
with AI. The team's
Yeah.
gonna be using AI to determine.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the game of football is still football at the end of the day. I don't care what technology, what data, what analytics that teams try to go off of. Certain type of players win you championships. You're going to need your dogs in there. There's certain things that analytics and data can't measure. They can't measure skill. They can't measure heart. Sometimes you got to use your eyes and goddamn common sense. This MF, I don't want to curse. This mofo, he can play. And because he can play, he can help my team. And because he can play and he can help my team, I got to pay
Ocho,
him.
hold on. We're gonna come back to that. We got a very special guest joining us right now. We got
Who?
all pro
Where?
safety from the Detroit Lions, led the league in interception last year. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Kerby Joseph. KJ, what it do?
What's up, y'all, man? I just want to thank y'all for having me on here. What's up?
Kirby, boy, you got money.
Yeah,
Boy,
I see
you
that.
got
I see that.
stars in
I
your
was thinking the
ceiling.
same thing, Ocho. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the same thing.
Hey, I ain't never seen nothing like that, boy.
Hey,
What you
man, just know
driving?
I'm in that
We
thing.
on that color. That look like a color to the sun. That would look like,
I'm in
I don't
that
know.
thing,
But from
dog.
where I'm
But
sitting,
hey,
I'm
hey,
sitting, many, many
hey,
miles away, but that would it
hey,
look like.
he got,
Yeah, man, I'm in the galaxy right now.
wait, hey, it look like you in space, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? How was your off season coming in? Because look, the last couple of years, you get to the NFC Championship game, you lose to the divisional round. So how was your off season, and how do you lose the last two seasons, this off season, to get you right where you need to be coming into this season?
To be honest, I felt like that last season made me even hungrier. Just getting a taste of like that I can do it, then I'm going to like achieve it all. That's just how I am as a person. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna
Yep.
stop at nine. Like, I said I got 9 interceptions. I'm not gonna stop at 9. I'm always gonna try to PR, because I
Yeah.
feel like if you're not getting
Yeah.
better, you're getting worse.
Mhm. Hey, how was camp this year? How's the body holding up? Obviously, are you Unc always has a saying, if you limp into the season, you're gonna limp out the season. How's your body holding up? How did camp go? And how you feeling going into
Man,
week one?
honestly, everything went great, man. I feel like we had a great camp. I just feel like
Mhm.
I know now, like, this is like year 4 for me. So it's like a lot of stuff I done seen before. So
Yeah.
like that saying like, oh, the more years you play, like the more experience you'll get. Like that's the truth.
Yeah.
Cliches.
Mhm.
Look, last year, you guys, man, you got up to this great start and you played pretty well all year, but these injuries started to mount. You lose a D lineman, you lose a
Yeah.
D tackle, you lose a linebacker, you lose a backup, you just kept losing player after player. And AG did a great job, and Coach Campbell, the head coach, did a great job of keeping this team steady. Like no matter who we lose, guys, hey, this is why we have 53-man rosters. Hey, guys, come in, you do your job. That's all I need you to do is your job. It had to be frustrating. You like, well, damn, bro. I mean, at some point in time, we got to run out of defensive players. We can't lose anybody else.
Yeah, last year that was I never seen nothing like that in football. Like
Yeah.
I never seen that before. I wouldn't say it was frustrating, but it was kind of heartbreaking just seeing my brothers, what I'm saying, like get injured and stuff, because nobody wants to get injured in this game, what I'm saying? But we
Right.
love playing this game, and that's what we signed up for. Injuries are gonna happen, but like how that happened, Detroit,
Yeah. That
crazy.
was crazy.
Yeah.
I never seen that before. But I felt like man, we just knew what we had to do. I mean, guys go down,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And if it's something like that happens, man, I feel like I don't pride myself on like just having like I wouldn't say but I feel like us as a team,
Hmm.
we don't
Mhm.
how should I say, we don't believe in like ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? It's like the
Right,
next
right.
person got to go in.
Everybody's a starter.
Start going, yeah, yeah. Because like I tell the group all the
Yeah.
time, like even everybody always says it's gonna take all of us to win. You know what I'm saying? So like as a team, that's just what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? When your brother down, man, you got to step up to the plate.
How different? Go ahead, Ocho.
Hey, now I was gonna say, obviously, with AG being gone, I'm one of the one I've always come to bat for you guys, regardless of who the person is calling defensive plays. With AG now being with the Jets, but the same players are still there. So regardless of who's calling the plays, from your perspective and your point, are you still allowed the freedom to be able to do what you want to do at the safety position, being that you're as good as you are, being able to have a little freedom to do
Oh
what you
yeah.
want? Are you allowed
Yeah,
that
I feel
now?
like I wouldn't say now. I always had a little freedom, especially when AG was there. Just 'cause, you know what I'm saying, learning it as I
Yeah, yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
You know, I feel
Yeah.
like yeah, the same players are here. You know what I'm saying? You know, AG, I'm a miss him, you know what I'm saying? But you know, he had to go do what he had to do at
Yeah.
the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I'm wishing them good luck and all, but I don't feel like the level of play is going to decline at all. You know, and if anything, I feel like it'll increase a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because now I feel like it's just, you know, it's a new coaching staff change. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to go through that coaching staff change and that building relationships and the adversity you have to go through throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a new turning point. You know, new chapter.
Yeah. Right. The thing for me, when I'm thinking, I think about safety play. You one of the better safety, probably actually the best safety in the NFL, you know, along with Kyle Hamilton. And to be able to get the amount of picks you get, there's a certain amount of freedom that you have to have that it can't be schemed. It can't be scripted. It's not X and O's. It's just you being able to have free will to make decisions based on your eye discipline and what you see. So I know you have a new coaching staff, and most of the time you get coaches that come in and they have, I don't want to, I think maybe not ego for the most part, but I want you to do things my way and my way only. So I was just curious if even with the new coaching staff, are you still allowed to have free will outside of the X and O's to be able to play your
Yeah,
game?
for sure. I feel like one thing I noticed about like a lot of my teammates on the team is that, man, like we're football
Yeah,
players. You know, I feel like the team does a great job of allowing
yeah,
us to be football players because you know football is not just what you see on paper. It's not going to be like that in the game. So you got to understand stuff happen. So you gotta play football,
right.
dog. You just got to play football out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like that you said that because this is something that I always struggle with. Somebody, I mean, obviously when I was playing, you go in, they put the scheme, the tactics, this is what we're running. They do the X and O's. It's a straight line and he cuts right. I'm like, dude, that's not how it happens
No.
in real time. You got people moving, pushing and tugging. So it's kind of different out there on the field. And most of the time, I would always tell my offensive coordinator, give me a little freedom to do what I do, but I'm going to stay within the timing of the offense. And the same thing on defense. It's all about reading, reacting in a certain amount of time, but I'm going to do everything I can the way you draw it up. But you got to give me some freedom. You don't have me out there playing like a
Facts.
goddamn robot. Yeah. But go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
can't
I'm
I can't
excited.
play
My bad.
football
My
like a
bad.
robot. That it's just not in me, bro. I gotta.
Right, right.
No, my question is that you got somebody in your division that you face twice a year that was your offensive coordinator for a long period of time. And, you know, he's drawing up plays to beat the defense in training camp. You guys are trying to scheme plays to stop the offense in training camp. So how fun, how different, how difficult do you think it'll be to face Ben Johnson? We know he's one of the best offensive minds in football, and he happens to be in your division. You play them twice a year, and they've loaded up. They went and got drafted a receiver in the second round. They drafted a tight end in the first round. They shored up their offensive line. They're seemingly in the preseason, and I don't want to put too much on the preseason, Kerby, but it seems to be they're flying around defensively. But you know their bread is buttered on the offense. They got a first round draft pick. They got DJ Moore. They got Rome Odunze. I think they got was it Burton? I think they took Burton in the second round of Missouri. They got Loveland and Cole Kmet. So they're a really good team. But you know you're familiar with him, and he's familiar with you guys.
Hey, I like that you said that because, like, you know, Ben had to go do what he had to do, just like AG did. You know, I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The opportunity. Yeah, they got some guys over there. You know what I'm saying? But Ben know what's up with me. Like you said, he know what's up with me, bro. He know what's up with me, bro. So I'm
Yeah.
never going back down or away from competition because honestly, I feel like that he knows the players and he knows kind of the scheme we run and stuff. I feel like it's more of a challenge, you know. So I feel like it's always a way to get better, and I feel like that's a big test right there.
Yeah, you know what? I
I
would you
like
tell
it.
me
Hey,
this. Dan Campbell. Because when he first got the job, that man talking about biting kneecaps and he was gonna do all this. I'm like, well,
yeah.
damn. So what's he really when the cameras are not there and it's just you guys at practice and you guys are in the meeting room or you what's Dan Campbell like?
Honestly, man, I feel like Dan Campbell, that's just a great coach. You know, I feel like he's more of a player's coach because he understands like what we put our body through and what we go through
He
throughout
was a
throughout
former
this. You know
player.
what I'm saying? Yeah, he was a former player, so he kind of understands how everything be. I feel like he does a great job of like taking care of us, and he shows that he's passionate, about a lot of things we do. Like the reason why he's telling us these things he's telling us is because he wants us to win. Not only him to win, but he wants us to win. You know what I'm saying? Like you people, what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's not just him or the team; it's us because we're doing this as a group. We're a team. You know what I'm saying? We reach one goal together. So I feel like he does a great job of just teaching us that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the drills we do, or a lot of the practices, or the meeting, the team meetings and stuff like that, man. I just feel like, man, every time that man get up and go up on that podium or whatever he talking about, I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready right now.
It's on.
Yeah,
I'm ready right now.
yeah.
So I love Coach Campbell, man. He does, what I'm saying, everything.
I like it. I like. Hey, what's your nutrition like? Are you one of those healthy eaters? Eat green stuff all the time. Like, are you
I'm a
big into
survivor.
that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to eat good.
Like that.
But if it's good, like if I ain't got, you know what I'm
Right,
saying, I'm
right,
not gonna
right,
go
right,
over the extent to just starve myself or not eating food. I'm gonna eat my food.
right. See, I like it. See, so
I
that
don't eat
brings me to
pork.
my next
I
question.
don't eat pork though.
Okay. That's cool. Listen, I want to provide my services. I'm a meal prep, so I can provide you with meals Monday through Sunday. I only charge $20 a
You a
week.
meal prep for real?
No.
Yeah, I'm a meal. Listen, I'm trying to make sure you get the greatest output every Sunday or Thursday night or Monday nights, whenever y'all might play. And you are my first client. So I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm telling you, so I'm gonna let the world know. Listen, I'm your nutritionist from now on, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity. Okay, bet.
Hey, bro, it's all good, bro. I'm gonna check you out, dog. I'm gonna check you out, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I got a new job. I got a new job,
Kerb,
Unc.
you guys traded Tim Patrick, Jameson Williams, going into his like third. Jameson, do you think he's ready to take that next step? Because we've seen him show so the flashes. We know what Amon Ra, we know what he's gonna do, but not Jameson. And at first he was just that guy that tried to get deep. But now you can just put the ball, you can hand it to him, and he can go hit his head on the goalpost. You can throw him a smoke screen, jailbreak screen, and he can go to the end zone. So what do you think? What can we expect to see from Jameson this year?
Man, honestly, I'm so proud of Jimmo, man. Jimmo is one of the guys that you see out there, and he just continues to get better. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this year, I feel like they ain't seen this Jimmo yet. They ain't seen
Wow.
this Jimmo yet. And so I ain't, what I'm saying, I ain't gonna put it all out there, but Jimmo this
Yeah,
year for sure.
He ready to rock.
But
I like
yeah,
him. Hey, where Brian Branch at, man?
man, BB, man, I
Yeah,
don't know right
man.
now. He probably someone, but man, that's none of the guys on another guy on the team that continues to just work hard, bro. Like, bro,
Hey,
his bag is tools or whatever he used to play safety.
yeah. Hey, he nice. He nice. Listen, I talked about him. I talked about him all last year. Matter of fact, it got to the point where it was almost weird. I tweeted about him and you so much to the point where it's like I was stalking. But listen. I appreciate secondary play, DB play so much. Even though I'm receiver, I was giving y'all boys credit week in and week out. Just the way y'all played the game and the way y'all approach to the game. So I've always been a huge fan, especially, man, you and goddamn Brian Branch, man, him being able to go to safety, then sometime having to go to corner. I'm like, man, what
Bro,
the hell? Who like a
yeah,
damn near Swiss Army knife? He
facts.
doing everything.
Man, he's super talented, man. He's super talented. I feel like one thing he does the most is like his
Mhm.
instincts crazy. His instincts
Yes.
crazy. I
Hmm.
him him at nickel, him at safety is kind of the nickel is kind of up to par. But when they moved him back to safety, what I'm saying with Mizzou,
Yeah.
man, like the
Hmm.
plays he make, I just what I'm saying, I'm still wishing I made them. I just put it like that. Oh, bro.
Are you a talker? I mean when you're on the field, are you talking to the opposing team? Is your defense talkers, or you guys just go play football?
To be honest, I feel like everybody got their own little situation going on when we out there on that field. Good. Me personally, I feel like I don't too much say nothing, but somebody piss me off, bro. You gonna hit me, bro. Like and once I'm going at you, bro, I'm never gonna stop.
Yeah. Is there a player? Is there a player that you really don't like that y'all always go at it? To give you a better example, perspective, Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. Do you have anybody like that you go at it with in the NFL or not?
I got
really?
a couple. Yeah.
Damn, for
I got
real?
a couple of them.
I don't too much be going for none of that. But
Is it personal or it's like really serious? Like I don't see you like that. Like I really
there's
don't
only
see you
one
like
like that. There's only one. There's only.
Who that? I want to know. So I can watch.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Hey, because once they find out, they're gonna be trying to separate and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Because once he find out, he gonna try to get you before you get him.
Yeah. Nah, he know who I am.
So
okay.
obviously,
Yeah.
Your head coach, and you mentioned a lot of the players from the defense and the offense are still there. Although you lost both of your coordinators, the expectations are still high. You guys won 15 games last year. The year before that, you went to the NFC Championship game. Bro, it's time. I mean, you only get so many bites of the apple, Kerby, before the apple's gone. Now y'all been taking big bites.
Hey, we ain't gonna stop. Hey, we ain't gonna stop till we get there though. Like, but I don't never see myself, especially like stopping. I feel like a lot of the things we went through, I feel like it was to get us to this moment right now. I feel like we got a lot of guys healthy, we got guys back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially the guys that were on the team last year, they kind of understand that we gave it even more than we did the first year, but that still wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? So got to still keep going because now it's just any minute thing going on with the game that could be the change at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? So just working on the situations and stuff like that. And then just we gotta make plays. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the things that happen on the field with like playmaking, I feel like it's not only the coaches getting on us, but it's ourselves because we keep ourselves accountable with a lot of the things. You know what I'm yeah, because it's like I be hard on myself when I don't get an interception for the game. You know, because I feel like I leave my team down. You know what I'm saying? And BB might feel the same way if he didn't get enough sacks. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Like, I just be like, you know what I'm saying? Let's help each other and keep each other on point.
Week 16, you face a very familiar opponent. You was in the same division with this guy, Aaron Rodgers. He's with the Steelers now. You've had a lot of success against Rodgers. You looking forward to that matchup?
Yeah. That's my favorite quarterback though. No,
you expect him to throw you a couple, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that ain't gonna stop. Yeah. that ain't gonna stop. But hey, he cool though. He cool for sure. I'm trying to see. Yeah. I'm trying to see if he gonna sign one of them.
I was about to ask you the same thing. I said, you try to get one of the ball signed?
Yeah, what Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, I'm trying to get one of the ball. I'm trying to at least one of them. I got about. I'm trying to just get a sign. I'm just trying to get a sign, bro. I'm just trying to get a sign.
Y'all play the Steelers week 16.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't play the Bengals,
we do.
Huh?
I think we got them on the schedule this year. Yeah, I think that's my first time going against Joe Barell.
You got? Do you circle? Do you circle games? Do you look at the calendar? Do you look at the schedule like, okay, all right, yeah. This is my time. Yeah, okay, I like this. I like this one. Do you circle games? Week 5, y'all play the Bengals week 5.
Oh, for real? I'm going to the game. Where they play at?
Nah,
Are they playing Detroit? Are they
Cincinnati.
Okay. I see you week 5. I'm coming out there. Yeah.
Hey, I don't feel like I got like a whole bunch of games, but I do be having like revenge games. I have like a revenge game, or like somebody I ain't play like the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that's one of my games out of circle because I never played them before. I always like to play different teams, see different people, see different plays.
Yeah, and they got one of the better offenses. The quarterback you mentioned, Joe. They got T. They got Chase, the Triple Crown winner. They're supposed to be really, really good on that side of the football.
Yeah.
So you guys are really going to have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, and I see a couple of my dogs out there, Chase Brown and PJ out
Okay.
there. Yeah. So them my dogs. I'm trying to jersey swap, see all them boys. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to see your teammates from way in the back and way in the past and stuff.
Well, Kerby, man, best of luck. Stay healthy. Thanks for giving us a few moments of your time tonight, man. Wishing the Lions the best of luck. And you guys win that division and get to the Super Bowl, man. Come back and join us and have a conversation with us again.
For sure, man. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, no, I'm saying my meal prep, I'm going to send you the directions on how to take the food, the amounts, it's 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day. So I'm going to send everything to you. I'm going to send it to your DM. And then I'm gonna mail all the food to you starting next week.
Hey, say, he for real?
Right.
Oh, he playing?
No. Yeah, I got you.
For real.
He not for real?
I got you. No. Hey, listen, no, I promise you. No, listen, you my first client. I'm an NFL nutritionist. I'm going to make sure people stop getting hurt. Not only are people going to stop getting hurt, they're going to be able to put out the best output because of my meal plan and my meal prep. So boom. This is what it is. It's what I do. Look, I got like 300 jobs, and I just
meal prep ain't one of them.
I just added one. Hey, come on, Unc, support black business. Unc, support black business.
Look, when we, we get off the call, just hit me, we could do that though. Time to.
I got you. I got you, twin. I got you.
Hey, but look, I do want to thank y'all for having me on here. I want to thank God also just for giving me the opportunity to come out here every day and play football, you know what I'm saying, and just to give back. So appreciate y'all for having me.
Appreciate you for joining us, man. Appreciate that, man. Take care. Stay healthy, man. We'll talk to you down the road.
For sure. Y'all be good. All right.
All right, man. All right. You're about to support black business.
Hey, support black business, huh? I'm a meal prep. Don't do me like that. I'm just trying to earn
Coach GM Chris Ballard said team is not trading Anthony Richardson. It is easy to say, okay, he's done. I don't agree. I've said numerous times, I don't agree with that. I think overcoming challenges and obstacles along the way are good for anybody. For anybody, I do. I'm proud of Anthony, of where he's at and how far he's come. He's come miles. It's tough on any young quarterback in this league, but for him to keep taking the growth steps he has and work so hard and not get the goals for himself, all right, now continue to do that. That's when we've got a chance to see real growth.
Mm-hmm.
You like that, Ocho? You like what he had to say?
Absolutely. Also from a business side of things, we know that the long-term answer is not Daniel Jones. We've seen a small sample size of what Daniel Jones was with the New York Giants. So to think that all of a sudden, okay, my bad. But to think that Daniel Jones is the answer long-term, that's not it. So why would you trade Anthony Richardson? He's only 23 years old. He's probably going to continue to grow, continue to get better. Sometimes other quarterbacks reach their potential much sooner than others. Maybe it's going to take Anthony Richardson a little bit longer. Maybe the benching now again and losing this spot is a blessing in disguise for him to continue to grow, to continue to get better. And at some point, if things aren't going well in Indianapolis with Daniel Jones as the starting quarterback, do you know who's going to have to come in and be that savior for the rest of the season? Brother Anthony Richardson. Absolutely. They would not let him go or trade him somewhere else where there is no backup. No, of course not.
I don't think he's trading him now. Now we might be having a different conversation next offseason.
Okay, yeah, that's different. Now that's depending. Right. That's depending if things right with Daniel Jones and what he shows us, what type of growth, maturity from the quarterback position, being able to execute the offense, facilitate the ball without the turnovers, without the mental lapses that he has from time to time. Now that can save not just his job, but his future in Indianapolis as well.
Yes. So if he gets an opportunity, he's going to have to take full advantage of it because he's not getting another chance after this, Ocho. He gets back in there and he doesn't take advantage of this opportunity, they're going to move on because it becomes cost prohibitive for them to keep him on the roster. So, and you're never going to get the value for him. I mean, you took it with the fourth pick in the draft. The fourth pick in the draft, Ocho, you do realize like that's supposed to be at the fourth pick in the draft, you're supposed to be franchise altering. Especially if you're a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, any player that you taking it that high up, he's supposed to be if it's a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, a tight end, he's supposed to be franchise altering. And normally you hope, Ocho, you don't have to bench a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we'll see how he took to the benching because we saw what it did for Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Let's see if it can have the same kind of impact on Richardson.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope so. He's a talent. He's a phenomenal talent, man. Once he puts it all together, it can be a beautiful thing.
I mean, look, Ocho, but when you look at it, a guy started 13 games in college. He started 15 games in the NFL. That's 28 total starts. Most of the really good quarterbacks, you'll get one or two. You get a Cam Newton that only starts 1 year of major college football, 13, 14 games, and he's Cam. Or you get a Joe Burrow who starts 14, 15 games, and I think he might have started his junior year. I'm not sure, but I don't think he started more than 25 games. With that being said, but most of the time, these guys, you got to get, I mean, that ain't a whole lot of starts. 13? Think about it, Ocho. 13 starts, and you're a project, and you get your top 5 pick. Do you know how immensely talented you must be?
Yeah. But the bad thing about it is the NFL
no,
is
hell
not patient.
no.
The NFL is not patient. The NFL is not patient because you got to understand people's jobs on the line. So when you draft a quarterback that high, and you're expecting to be not only a generational talent, a franchise-changing quarterback, listen, the Texans did it. Hell, the Commanders did it. So not understanding.
But look how many games Jaden Daniels started though. He started like damn near 50 games, Ocho.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Well, obviously there needs to be a little patience on the Indianapolis Colts side on that franchise, but they don't have that kind of patience. They don't have that kind of time because people's jobs are on the line, Unc. People's jobs are on the line.
I can't be patient for the simple fact in 3 years I'm gonna have to give a guy $250 million, and you telling me to be patient? Yeah. Now it's not something once upon a time. If I could see Ocho, if it's like if I got 10 cars, I could man, this car might be worth something. I can set that one to the side. I can't set because growing up, Ocho, we had a Chevelle, we had a Chevelle SF with the rally racing stripes down it. We had a Malibu, we had all that stuff. We couldn't set that car aside because that was our everyday car. Right. I can't stash Anthony Richardson because I need him to play. But I need him to play well because in 3 years, I'm going to have to give him $250 million. Somebody's about to get a contract for $400 million, Ocho. And 250 to 300, 275 is going to be guaranteed. So I can't stash it. I can't be patient. Now, it used to be, I'm going to let the eggs hatch. Nah, I get my chicklets from smashing the eggs. Come on up out of there, damn it. I'm just being honest with you, Ocho. I'm just... Look, you've been in the league. I've been in the league. We've been around the league. Yeah. That's how it is now. Ain't nobody waiting. Ain't nobody waiting on you.
I mean, listen, most of the time, honestly, you think about owners, especially in the NFL, they want instant gratification. They want because most of the owners, they're businessmen. And most of the time what businessmen do is when they want results right now, they throw money at it. But it doesn't work like that in the NFL. It doesn't work like that. So the frustration piles up because in other areas of business and aspects that I have going on around, once I throw money at something, right away I get results. But it just doesn't work that way when it comes to NFL and finding an adequate quarterback that you can rely on for a decade that you can just build around.
The thing that you and I talk about is that all of a sudden you start to base your success on somebody else's. See, they don't have patience because I'm looking around the league and I see what Bo Nix did. I look around the league and I see what Jaden Daniels did. I look around the league and I see what CJ Stroud did. So now, hold on. Oh, wait. You went higher than Bo. Why you not playing like that? Why can't you be CJ Stroud? Why can't you be Jaden Daniels? So now you're basing your guy's success on someone else's success. And so now it's almost like, Ocho, you looking at somebody else, you basing your marriage on someone else's. Okay, they look happy, but you don't know. You don't know what they put into their
Right.
marriage to be happy. You don't know how they're coaching said player. You don't know how he receives information. You don't understand how he processes
Right.
information. So with all that being said, you looking at it, you just looking at it like, well, damn, look at his numbers and look at my quarterback numbers. It's not,
Right.
it's not that black and white. It's not that cut and dry. There are a lot of other things that go into it, whether or not a player will be successful. And now I got to like, okay, like you said, okay, be patient. Well, that's where you do your homework. And if you take it a project, you have to be patient. You can't expect them to come out and
Right.
be like C.J. Stroud. You can't expect him to be like Jaden Daniels. You can't expect him to be like Caleb Williams, a guy that started at Oklahoma. What was it? Oklahoma, and then he follows a Lincoln Riley to USC. You can't expect that. That
Right.
man got 30 plus starts on his belt. You got half that.
Mhm.
Jaden Daniels got like damn 50 starts. You
Yeah.
don't have that. So if it's like Ocho, it's like a car, an old school car. You just can't slap it together.
Mhm.
When people say they're doing a rebuild on a
Nah.
car, they're going to take their time and do it. It's going to take them years. But the problem is that I have other cars I can drive, so I'm not counting on this car. So I can take my time. Ocho, bro, this pro
Right.
sports. They're not waiting.
Yeah.
They're not waiting.
No.
Those days of, oh, in 2 or 3 years, man, look here. I might be dead. They like, I might be dead. I might have done sold a team. I'm not waiting no
Right.
2 or 3 years. I need you to get it right now. And when you don't get it right, you're not going to have too many guys that you select in the top 5 and they don't pan out.
Mhm.
Oh, here's our second guest
Yeah.
joining us, 2-time Pro Bowl player in his first full season at the Seattle Seahawks. Here he is, big Leonard Williams. Leonard, what's going on, man?
Sir, how you guys doing? Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you just fine. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm on my wife's computer, so I'm trying to figure out how to change the name on it right now.
Oh, you mean to tell me you're not Haley?
L-Dub, what's up, boy?
You're
What's
not
that?
Haley?
No, that ain't me. That ain't me.
LW was good, boy.
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, listen, man, life is good, man. One foot in front of the other, man. I got my head high so I can see where I'm going. But before we get into football, I just want to know, do you got a nutritionist?
I do have a nutritionist on the team that I use, and then I also
Oh, yeah. Well, we not using him or her no
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
We're not using her no more. Listen, I'm a meal prep. I'm the NFL nutritionist. I've been appointed by the NFL for all the players, you know. So I'm gonna send you information, and I'm gonna be your meal. I'm gonna meal prep you meals for the next 17
Yes,
weeks
sir.
and for the playoffs. And
There
you my second client. So I got is you and Kerby Joseph, and then I'm in $20 a week. $20 a week. That's all I charge.
Hey,
And so
that's good,
I'll
bro.
be making sure you're prepared, eat before
I'm
every
about to tell
game.
all the rookies about this.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
Leonard,
that. Thank you.
you get traded, you go to Seattle. And it seems like in Seattle you found a home. I mean, look, it's not that you didn't play bad, but it seems like you found a home in Seattle. Can you tell us what's the biggest difference between Seattle and New York? And I'm not talking about geographically, but I'm saying in the defenses, was it something, the way the coaches, the way you received the information? Was it the way they gave the information? Is it the defensive scheme? What was different about the defense?
Man, honestly, I agree with you. I feel like I found a home out here in Seattle. I feel like there's a combination of things that made it feel different. So the fan base was one of the big differences. Just like the way they embrace me, the way they show up on game day, the way they support our team and stuff like that. And then also just in terms of schematics and coaches, I feel like, having AD who came from the Cowboys, and then Coach Mike McDonald. I feel like they just kind of created this scheme where they allow me to like play with freedom, and they allow me to be like a playmaker and use my athleticism. And they celebrate me for just being in the backfield, and sometimes like if I see a play outside of the scheme, they allow me to like
Go make a
sometimes
play.
swim a block. Yeah, exactly. Go make a play where, a lot of times throughout my career, I feel like I've was almost too coachable at times where I was taken away from my playmaking ability where I was like trying to play a block the way the coaches wanted me to and stuff like that. So there's a lot of
It's so
combination of
funny.
stuff.
It's so funny you just said that. We just talked to Kerby Joseph, and the one things I asked him, obviously they have a new defensive coordinator, right? And I said, do you still have the freedom to have free will outside of the scheme that your coach has? Will they still allow you to do that? And he said yes. And the fact that you started everything out about your coaches allowing you to have the freedom to be able to make plays based on your football knowledge and what your eyes see instead of what it says on paper is really, really important, especially for players like yourself, to be able to reach their maximum potential out there on Sundays. And that's really dope. That's really, really dope to hear.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important. I mean, for me, it just made me feel like it brought like the excitement of football back for me a little bit too, which made me like once I started having fun. I'm like, y'all played before, so you know how it is. Like when you're out there having fun and you're able to play free and have free will and be celebrated for it. It's like the best out of you comes out, and I feel like that's how it is here.
Let me ask you this: when you're at the Giants and then you get traded, you're like, damn. Has anybody ever been traded from the Giants to the Jets or Jets to the Giants? I mean, because it is so different. The Jets fans and the Giants fans, they're so different. The city reacts so differently to each team.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was even though we played in the same stadium, the fan base felt different. The culture felt very different. The Jets were kind of further out in Jersey. Felt like we were like a New Jersey team, kind of. And then the Giants being so close to the city made me feel like I was an actual New York team. But it was very interesting. I mean, luckily I didn't have to move during that trade. I was still able to stay in my house. But it was definitely weird when like that same week I got traded, I ended up playing in the stadium. And like instead of going into one parking lot, I went to a different parking lot. And instead of walking down that hall to go to one locker room, I just went to a different locker room. So it was very strange. It was interesting.
Yeah, how's the body holding up, man? Going into camp. I mean, actually, camp now ending, preparing for week 1. How's the body holding up?
I mean, amazing, honestly. I mean, I have a coaching staff. Our strength staff here at Seattle is the same strength staff I had at USC.
Wow.
Okay, well that's dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. So they got to see me develop as like
a young player, so they know what works for Leonard Williams.
Yeah, exactly. And we all talk about how it looks like I'm like, and it feels like I'm in the best shape of my life, honestly.
I mean, that's saying something. I mean, for a guy your size to be able to move and to be as agile. I mean, because we saw, what did they say? You're the largest guy to ever get, what, you have a 90-yard touchdown return. You're the heaviest guy in NFL history to return an interception that far for a touchdown, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So how did that? So take us through that play. What were you supposed? Were you supposed to drop in coverage, or did you see something? You see his eyes and just like, I'm going to make this play.
Yeah, that's one of Mike McDonald's genius plays right there. Actually, where it was designed for the D tackles to drop out, and I actually got a pick in practice earlier in camp that year. So when that play was dialed up, like every time it's dialed up, I'm thinking a play is coming my way, and it just happened like it happened so fast, man. Like people were asking me like, "Oh, like what were you thinking when it happened?" And I was telling everybody it felt like it was like an outer body experience. Actually, like I felt like I was almost watching myself from like an aerial view of the happening.
So you snagged it. I mean, it wasn't like it ain't like you did. I'm talking about, nah, bro. Like you played tight end at some point in time. You caught the ball. You played on the other side of the ball. You had to. That was not a defensive tackle play.
From a tight end, that means a lot, man.
God, you picked.
But yeah, I played tight end in high school, but it wasn't like much. It was like just every once in a while. I went to a big high school, so we didn't have to play both sides that much. But I'm an athlete, though, you know.
Hey, were you from LA?
Yeah, I was born in California, but I went to high school in Daytona Beach, Florida. So I was kind of back and forth from California, Florida, most of my upbringing.
Okay.
You got a different quarterback this year. Gino leaves. He goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. In comes Sam Darnold, who did an excellent job last year. But you played with Sam in with the Jets, so you're very familiar with him. What are the expectations? What you guys had a nice little end to the season last year. I mean, so what's the expectations this year for Seattle?
I mean, I think the expectation is, as a defense, we want to be the best on the field. We have high expectations for our offense this year, but like we compete with each other even within the defensive room. It's like the defensive line wants to be the best group on the
Mm-hmm.
defense. The DBs want to be the best group on the defense, and so on. But I'm definitely excited about the way our offense is looking right now. We got a new coordinator. And we're running the ball great so far. It's only been preseason, but it just looks like a new team with the way we're running the ball. And then, like you said, I played with Sam Darnold on the Jets, and then I also played with him at USC for like 1 year.
Damn, you can't get away from him, huh?
Yeah, I know he keeps following me. But like just seeing what he did last year, I mean, he even played against us really well when we played them last year against the
Yeah.
Vikings. And just seeing the way he's matured, he's bounced around, played on a few teams, played in a few different systems, and I think he's finally found his groove and matured into a good player.
Most definitely. I mean, I'm excited for you guys too, especially from an offensive perspective. Seeing what Sam Darnold was able to do in Minnesota last year, obviously with Justin Jefferson and Addison, Hogginson, but then also now you got JSN, you got Cooper Kupp over there. Kenneth Walker obviously taking some of the pressure off him from allowing him to be able to flourish.
Mhm.
I think y'all gonna be fine. Y'all gonna be fine. So I'm excited for y'all. Who y'all got week 1?
We got the Niners.
Divisional match.
Oh,
Divisional
yeah, y'all
matchup.
Division rivalry, week 1, baby.
Yeah, y'all got
Yeah, I
that.
know.
Y'all
I'm
got
excited.
that. Niners, they hurt. They don't know who they gonna throw the ball to. Yeah, y'all
Let
good.
me ask you
Y'all
a
got
question.
it.
When you tell me what's your mindset? What's your thought process? Because do you move up and down the line because a lot of the defensive players that the Reggie Whites, the Bruce Smith, the Aaron Donalds, those guys, the Johnny Randalls, Warren Sapp, they moved up and down the line and they're trying to turn the handle to the door and see which one opens the quickest, which one opens the easiest, and that's where I'm gonna stay. So I might have to line up in a 7. I might have to line up in a 5. I might get in a 3. I might get in the nose. Whatever. I'm just trying to find the weakest link because that's how it is on the Serengeti. The old and the weak get taken advantage of. That's what I'm looking to do.
I mean, you said it perfectly. I mean, I never heard it described with the opening the door thing. That's like I might have to take that back into the D-line room and spread that. But yeah, I mean, I think that's something that makes me a unique player. Since coming out of college, I could play from the 0 all the way out to like 6'9" technique on the edge. And it showed up last year. I was getting, sacks at end. I was getting sacks at 3 technique. I prefer 3
You like to play
technique,
that under tackle, huh?
Yeah, I like to play 3
You
technique.
like that shade? You like to be on that shade?
Yeah. It's just less space, less stuff to look at. Sometimes when I'm out there at the end, it's like they'll try to put a receiver out there to make it look like
Make it toss crack you.
yeah, it's all that tricky stuff out there on the edge. Sometimes when I'm on the 3 technique,
I'm
it's
go. It's
just
go.
mono. I'm getting on my man right now as quick as possible. But in certain situations, like playing against the Niners, it's a little less about finding the fish, what we call
Oh
it,
yeah, hey,
the
you gotta land him. Hey, we got a
yeah,
fish over
exactly.
here.
Yeah, we got the fish. But against playing like the Niners, instead of finding the fish, they actually like to line me up on Trent because they say their offenses kind of ran around him
Right.
sometimes. So it's
It
like
is.
their run game and a lot of stuff like that tends to run towards Trent Williams. So they like to put me on him to kind of like help shut down the run a
Right.
little bit. So it kind of works hand in hand like that.
What's it like? Let me ask you. What's it like to get traded mid-season? I mean, so they call you. So were you home when you got the news that you were traded? Were you home? Were you at practice? So where were you when you got the news that you were going to get traded?
I was in the building.
Damn.
It was on a Monday. So I came in just doing my normal routine. I was definitely hearing like conversations about like possible trade, with my agent and just the way the season was going for the Giants. We were losing. We were pretty much already out of the playoffs. And then the GM like called me into his office, so I kind of already expected what was coming. And the way he presented it to me was making it seem like I had like 2 teams to choose from that were like both trying to trade for me for around the same offer, pretty much. And at the time, like the Seahawks were like number 1 in the division. I knew of Pete Carroll a little bit. and I just thought it was the best fit for me. It was obviously a struggle, like coming all the way to the West Coast, Pacific
Yeah,
Northwest,
that's
in
a
the
long
middle.
way. That's a long. That's a
Yeah, yeah, it was long. And then I'm living in a hotel for like 2 weeks before I get situated in like a house and stuff like that. So it's a lot, but I even played good for those 8 weeks that I was here. And I remember like my wife and like coach and teammates even asking me like, how were you able to play good even in the middle of like moving and transitioning your life and stuff like that. And for me, I told my wife and other people that like there was so much going on like out of my control that it made me like
focus on what I could
fully
control.
exactly. I was fully dialed in on what I could control. So it just like the way I showed up for work every day, the way I played and stuff like that, just like went to another level because I was like, oh, like I put so much more emphasis and focus on like what I could control.
Right. What are your goals this upcoming season from an individual standpoint? Obviously, team goals, you have those. Defensively, you have team goals that you have as a unit. But from an individual standpoint, what do you hope to accomplish this season outside of the main goal being Super Bowl?
Mhm. I mean, as an individual, I think I just want to like build on the season I had last year. I feel like I was short of some accolades that I worked for, and I feel like I want to, be first AP All Pro and Pro Bowl this year, and maybe like 10 plus sacks, like 15 plus TFLs, just
Okay.
and also feed the rest of my guys. I feel like we have a great D line right now, and I feel like at least four of us can have 8 plus sacks this year.
Is that what? Do you feel
Wow.
like the defensive tackles, because you guys don't get the high sack totals? Aaron Donald is an anomaly. A guy that plays the three
Yeah,
technique and
yeah,
get
he
20
was
sacks.
different.
That's crazy. That's unheard of.
He was different.
But,
He was
but
different.
you guys don't get like the edges. The Miles Garrett and the Micah Parsons and the TJ Watts that's out there on edge and playing in space. They're going to have 13, 14, 15, 17, 20 sacks. Do you feel like you guys get the credit that you deserve?
I think the standard for D tackle definitely has changed in the last few years, and I think Aaron Donald was a big part of that, obviously. Him getting 10 plus sacks every year and 20 sacks, his defensive player of the year. That was different for a defensive tackle. I think like if you were getting like 6 to 8 sacks as a defensive tackle normally,
That's
that's
a
like a
hell of a
good
season.
season. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good season for a D tackle normally. And I think nowadays, fans want to see 10 plus sacks from a defensive tackle for them to think that you had a good season. And unfortunately, they see sacks as like one of the main stats, and they don't see like all the play in, play
The
out
run, the tackle
plays
for
that a
losses,
defensive tackle.
the holding up so the linebackers can make the plays.
I mean, I don't like to do all
I
that either.
know. Well, I know once
I
you
like
told
to
me you like to play the under tackle, I already know you ain't trying to two
yes, sir.
gap.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
no.
I like two gapping, but I want to make the play for sure. I love my linebackers, but like I said, we be competing in our room, so I'm
Hey,
good.
first come, first serve, bro. I'm trying to get. I got first crack. I'm closer to him than you are. I heard you're in the
Sure.
Magic.
Oh, what you know about that?
Nah, I mean, did a little research, so you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like pulling bunnies out of a hat, like
Right.
card, not like that type of magic. You know what I mean? It's a card game, kind of like similar to like
Okay,
Pokemon.
Okay.
You collect cards and you can play it. It's called like Magic the
the
Gathering from
gathering.
like Wizards of the Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
Yeah, and like
okay.
Wizards of the
Okay.
Coast is the brand that makes them. And what's cool is they're based out here in Seattle, so they gave me like a tour of their facility and stuff like that. And we've been in communication
So
about
is
it.
that what you do in your downtime?
I mean, I do a lot of things in my downtime. I feel like I'm pretty different from most football players. I think I started playing football later in life. Like I didn't start playing football until I got to high school. And I feel like because of that, I was able to kind of figure myself out as like a person a little bit. I mean, I was young still, obviously, but I feel like I was able to like find other interests and hobbies and stuff like that outside of football. So I like to go like spearfishing and like boating and
Bro,
traveling and
that's
stuff
what I
like
was about.
that.
I was about to ask you. Being up there in Seattle, do you like to you like to go fishing? Because what's the market? I went up there because you got to go to the market. If you go to Seattle, you got to
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
see
yeah,
them throw the
definitely.
fish and do all that. Have you
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
caught them? Have you been able to
Yeah.
catch it?
Yeah, of course. I went up there like a few weeks after I got traded. When I finally got out of the hotel, like me and my wife were like, okay, now it's time to explore the city a
Okay.
little bit. So we went to the market and like they all recognized me like right away. So they were like, Big Cat, you got to come over here. And like I was definitely nervous because like I feel like I got hands. Like you seen the
Yeah,
interception,
yeah.
but like, catching a
Yeah,
wet,
that
slippery
fish,
fish
yeah.
is yeah, I'm like, but I caught it, and it was a pretty cool tradition. But yeah, that's something I like to do during my off time is go fishing and stuff like that. And I'm based down in Florida during the off season, so it's perfect.
Hey, where you in
Yes,
Florida?
sir.
Oh, where
Fort
at?
Lauderdale.
Man, I'm right here. I'm right here in Southwest
Let's go
Ranches.
fishing,
Look, man.
baby.
And listen, I free dive when I fish.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
free
saying when
dive.
I go spearfishing. You be free diving? Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, man. Look, I can
Yeah,
hold my
he
breath
ain't
about
buying
4
it.
minutes.
He ain't buying
Nah,
it.
I promise. Hey, Leonard, I can hold my breath like 4 minutes. I can get in the spirit in the water like myself. I'm a nomad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be doing.
So
I'll
man,
be doing.
when you get here in the off season, man, I got you. We can take my
Where you
boat.
at? Where
I
you
can
at?
take a yacht.
Where you live? Where you
Huh?
live?
I'm in Southwest Ranches in Fort
Yeah,
Lauderdale.
that's nice. I got.
Yeah, let's go,
Let's do
man.
it.
This man
Yes,
told me
Yeah.
he got a
sir.
boat and everything, Leonard.
I do got it. Oh, I got a yacht. It ain't mine, but Mickey Harrison let me use his yacht
Same
when I want to
thing.
go
Same
deep
You
thing.
sea.
can't.
Same
Ain't
thing.
nobody fishing off no
See?
yacht. Hey, let me ask you this: would you go on a trip? Let's just say they said, well, they go out for they got to bring me back. I couldn't stay out there for no 2-3 months. The deadliest catch, they go out there to the Bering Sea and I might could do it like a couple of days, but they gonna have to come get me.
Oh man. I ain't gonna lie, the way the boat be almost completely tilted over.
Oh,
I
you
Yeah.
don't know.
be
I like
sick.
to. Yeah, I'm pretty adventurous and I like to do a lot of crazy stuff. My teammates judge me for it sometimes, but that's one of those I don't know about the
You good with
deadliest
that?
catch.
Say them Alaskan king crabs. I wait till they break them. I break them. Wait till they bring them to the shore. I get them then.
I'll buy them from the market.
Hey, I like the T-shirt.
I-
You know that T-shirt,
Appreciate that.
Lakers in 5.
Yes, sir. That's my team from LA, baby.
Man, Leonard, thanks for joining us, man. Stay
uh,
healthy. Great,
Yes,
tremendous
sir.
season last year. Hopefully, even better season this year, man. Thanks for dropping by. And guess what? When you get those double-digit sacks this year and make first team All Pro, come back and tell us about it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
yes,
y'all
sir.
having me,
Thanks,
man.
thanks for
Looking forward
joining us,
to
bro.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
bro.
I'll see you on that boat.
I got you.
Ocho, we got a little bad news. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice has accepted a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL personal conduct policy. In July, Rice was sentenced to 30 days in jail and 5 years probation for his role in a multi-car crash in Dallas that left multiple people injured during the 2024 offseason.
Yeah.
Ocho, how much does this hurt
Yeah.
the Chiefs' start to the 2025 season?
It doesn't hurt the Chiefs at all. It doesn't hurt the Chiefs at all, especially from an offensive perspective. They had Patrick Mahomes at the helm. You look at situations similar to when Tyreek left. That offense didn't miss a beat because the quarterback is that great. Now they still have Hollywood Brown, so they'll be fine. I'm missing somebody. They still have Xavier Worthy, And one thing about that offense is each game you never know whose day it's going to be. As great as Rashee Rice is, when he's out there on the field, it's an awesome thing. With him being absent for 6 games, it's not going. The Chiefs' offense is not going to miss a beat. That's just how great that quarterback is.
Well, I think the thing is that you look at Rashee Rice, his rookie season, they won the championship, and he was only getting better before he got hurt last year. Look at the numbers that he was putting up, and plus when Tyreek left, Travis Kelce was at his apex. The question is, can he summons it up again and give you those type of season? We saw a dip in the production.
Yeah.
He had the fewest amount of catches, the fewest amount of yards that he's had in probably a decade. So what we saw last year is not the Travis Kelce that we're used to seeing. He said he lost 25 pounds. He got back. Congratulations, Trav, on getting married. It's going to be an unbelievable. That's going to be the spectacle. That might be Lady Di and Prince Charles. That might be something. I mean, I don't know the last time we've had a wedding that's going to be to the scale of what this is. Given who he is, given who she is, whoo, that's going to be something. That's going to be something special. But I do think it'll hurt Ocho. Now the question is Hollywood Brown all the way back? Is Hollywood going to be Hollywood?
He's healthy. He's healthy.
Xavier Worthy looked good. He looked unbelievable in the Super Bowl. Now look, it's hard for me to really judge it on that, Ocho, because you so far behind, and they just like, hey, do what you want to do, bro. Them empty calorie yards, they ain't doing nothing. But I did see
Right.
as the season progressed, I saw Xavier Worthy get better and better and better. And so I'm counting on him to
Yeah.
build on that. Um, the question, what does Neff got? What is Trav gonna be able to give you? Can he summons it
Yeah.
up one more time and give you what? Because he had a great, that what was that, the Texans. He had a game, but after that was not the Travis Kelce we're used to seeing.
No. But also you have to understand, from a defensive perspective, when you go into a game like that and you're playing the Chiefs, defensively, you make your adjustments based on trying to
Yes.
stop 87. How do we stop the Chiefs offense? Well, for one, you take away Patrick Mahomes' number one target, number one weapon. That's Travis Kelce. So obviously with teams eyeing on him a little bit more than others, now you need other players to step up to the plate and show that they can also be dominant at a position and hurt you as well. Them moving Xavier Worthy around, put him in different positions to make plays. This year, you got a Hollywood Brown coming back, acclimated into the system. He's healthy this year, fast as hell. Hell, they got a little mini 4x1 track team too over there now. So they ain't no slouches. So I think they're not going to miss a beat offensively. When Rashee Rice does come back, that will make them that much better because it adds another weapon to Patrick
I think the
Mahomes'
biggest
arsenal.
thing is for them is that can they protect Mahomes? The offensive line has to show
Oh,
improvement.
that
That
was
was
the
the
problem
problem.
last year, especially in that Philly game. Especially in that Philly game. It was part of the problem throughout the season last year, and it happened in spurts. Mahomes running for his life, but obviously it came to a head when they played a defensive line like them goddamn Eagles.
Yeah.
And boy, oh man, that was embarrassing. I feel bad. I feel bad for Pat. It seemed like as soon as he got the ball,
Yeah, they
they was in
were.
his
I
face.
mean, we saw this before in Tampa when they
It
played Tampa in the Super Bowl in Tampa. He didn't have time, and it doesn't
yeah.
matter. We saw this with Tom Brady with the Giants. When you got you, we saw this with Manning against Seattle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are. Cam
Cam
against
against
Broncos.
the
Yeah,
Broncos.
yeah. I was at that game, um, but he accepted that. They were looking to get the reports were they were looking for a whole season. The NFLPA like, nah, we can't drive with that. But he says, okay, 6 games. Let me go ahead and get this behind me so I can move forward with my life and this season. So Rashee Rice has accepted a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL personal conduct policy. Micah Parsons, the Green Bay rumors were in full swing this morning with this picture surfaced of him at DFW. Well, James Slater reports Micah was just seeking a second opinion on his back. The Cowboys had Parsons undergoing MRI on his back Sunday, and Coach Brian Schottenheimer said the results were pretty clean. If Parsons is going to continue to hold in until he receives a contract extension, he'll need the doctor to sign off his back tightness being too much to play through. What you thinking, Ocho?
I love the game, for the love of the game. Jerry can play his, then Micah can play his. It's all a game at the end of the day. You know how it goes. Oh, that's how you feel? Well, shoot, this is how I feel. My back hurt. I got to get a second opinion. So we can both play the same game. And I don't think Micah ain't gonna fold no time soon. You know, if anything, honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't play week 1. I wouldn't play week 1.
Smith leverage, huh?
Yeah. So you go out there, you're playing the Eagles, you need all hands on deck for one to be playing the defending Super Bowl champions, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Your best player not playing? Okay. Jerry, you got your ego? You don't want to pay me? Cool. Let's see what you do without me. And don't go out there week 2 and you play the Giants and you start the season 0-2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen, to me, it adds a little pressure on Jerry. I got to do something. When you start out the whole 0-2, boy, listen, them fans over there, not that he cares, or the media or the pundits piling on top of the Cowboys. You allowing your ego to get away, and I don't think winning is winning is on the horizon. It's not his first thought when it comes to him being the owner. It's about lining the pockets and making as much as possible. So, I mean, he ain't won in 30 years, so it probably won't hurt. It won't hurt him until it hurts his pockets.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to get a doctor to sign off. So he'll get a doctor's note, say, hey, tell him my back tight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard because a lot of doctors like, hold on, man, you got me putting my credibility on the line. You got me putting my credibility on the line, man. But Micah, so there's nothing to him going to Green Bay. It's just a rumor circulating. He was in the airport going to get a second opinion on his back. Jaguars rookie wide receiver quarterback Travis Hunter is ready to play both ways in week 1 against the Panthers. Although Hunter was held out of some training camp practices and the final preseason game because of injury, Jaguars James Gladstone says Hunter is now full speed on the practice field. He's on the grass today and he's rolling full speed. We expect him to be who we know him to be, and that's somebody that impacts both sides of the football. We can't wait to see that on Sundays and one Monday night this season. Man, how did Jags get a Monday night game? Who asked them for that?
How they get a Monday night game? Boy, Brian Thomas Jr., Trevor Lawrence.
Again, how did they get a Monday night game? With all those guys you just named, how many games they win last year?
It ain't about that. They got box office players that people want to see.
Jacksonville.
Tickets.
Jacksonville.
Who? The
Jacksonville.
Players. People want to see. Travis Hunter, box office. Brian Thomas Jr., box office. Yeah, we want to. I want to see that. You want to see that.
You want to see Pavarotti? You want to see Pavarotti at the Sydney Opera House, or you want to see him in Jacksonville?
You know what? As long as he's singing,
there's a reason why. There's a reason why there are memorable events. The Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. There's Michael this at Wembley Stadium. There's a reason.
Okay.
Venues matter.
Talk to me. Right. Well, talk to me. Let me tell you something. Venues matter, but when certain people are going to be there, I'm paying for it regardless. Beyonce, hold on. Check me out. Beyonce, let's say at the Hard Rock at the Hard Rock Stadium where the Dolphins play.
Yes.
She's going to sell it out. Well, hell, if Beyonce is a goddamn House of Blues, which is small and only sits 5,000. It's still gonna sell out.
But Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. ain't Beyonce.
I know, but I'm trying to give you a perspective.
Because if I feel like the way I look at it, this is what I look at it, and you tell me what you think. If Beyonce goes to and performs at the House of Blues, I'm gonna feel that's more special because that's an intimate setting. That's not what she normally performs at. She normally performs at arenas, 80,000. I'm just wondering. She performed somewhere at 5,000. Oh, that's intimate. Oh, I know Beyonce. Oh, hey, man, where you going? Man, Beyonce performed at house. Man, how you get tickets? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but see, so what does that tell you? So that tells you that it's an intimate setting Monday night because of Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter, and the world wants to see it. I want to see it.
I will watch it.
So
on Sunday.
NFL understands. How do we create these
I think it has more to do with Travis. Honestly, I think it has more to do with him potentially playing both ways. Because normally the one thing they always assured was you had to play a Thursday night game. Everybody had to play a Thursday night game. Or a Thursday game, Thursday. Cowboys normally play 2. They normally play Thanksgiving and then they probably play the following Thursday. With that being said, I'm anxious to see what he looks like on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and don't jump on our bandwagon either. The Jaguars.
Oh, that's your team now?
No, I'm saying I'm my receivers. Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. Them my people. Them my people.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and we might win the AFC South.
So where Houston gonna go? The Texans.
Shoot, Area 29.
Ocho. Travis Hunter and his wife Lena. Hey, got some great news. They're just announced they're having a son. So fatherhood change your mentality on how you play the game. and who you do it for.
A little bit, in a sense. Obviously, once you have a child, you want to play and well, especially when the baby's so young, it's kind of different. When the baby that young, you just obviously you keep the main thing, and want to be able to provide, for said child. But my view in general on the game, obviously with me having, 374 kids, it really never changed. I just always kept the main thing, and wanted to be great at my craft in general. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. Did they have the baby or she pregnant? Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Because
That's
I think
live.
the
That's
thing is,
live.
Ocho,
That's
for me,
live.
you're like, hey, damn, I sure wish we could have had these in the off season. But hey, it is what it is. But I was very fortunate. My girlfriend at the time, she was like, hey, you got to go to work.
Right.
Handle that. I got this.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple. Congratulations, Trav and Leanna. New parents, married, new parents. Put his mind at ease. Hey, I think there's something to be said for a guy that's married and get to come home if it's happy. Obviously, Ocho is married, a girlfriend. But not you bickering and going back and forth. You don't want to come home.
Yeah. That's rough.
Hold on, they had the baby? Did they had the baby or they having the baby? Was she
they already had it. Oh man, that's okay.
Oh, so
okay.
she was pregnant.
Hey,
So I guess she was pregnant. Welcome the baby boy. Yeah, I guess she was pregnant when she got married.
Oh, that's live. Hey, Trav, I know you're gonna see this, boy. Hey, listen.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't, because a lot of women don't want to be. I don't want to be pregnant at my wedding. You know what I'm saying? They want their wedding dress to be. They want that thing to be perfect. They ain't trying to be pregnant. But hey, congratulations on the birth of your first child, Travis and Leanna. Congratulations. Hopefully it's a healthy baby boy. Much success on the field and a happy home to you two guys.
Yeah. And if you need, holla at your boy. But I done been there about 37 times. I got a nursery program too. I got a nursery program for kids.
Rajon Rondo is dominating a rec league in flag football as a quarterback. Check out this video, Ocho.
I saw that. Okay. Okay.
Dang, Rajon aired that thing out.
Well, hey, listen, it looked good, but I wanna question. Oh, I want to question the level of competition that I'm seeing here on
he's the
film.
top ranked flag football in the country. Not throwing underhand, he not.
Yeah. I want to see. I need to see the competition. I need to see him against some better competition. Them look like Amazon drivers. Everybody taking a break. They off work and they out there just playing flag. But Rajon is an athlete. He can play a little bit of everything.
Ocho, Cracker Barrel logo is back to its original. The Cracker Barrel logo, after a viral issue of the company being too woke. Ocho. So if Cracker Barrel go back to their old, they had the guy on the barrel. I think he's leaning on the rocking chair, right? He was in the rocking chair leaning on the barrel, right? So if Cracker Barrel's going back to their OG logo, what NFL team should go back to their OG logo?
Oh, that's a good one right there. The Bengals.
Y'all got the same logo.
Go back to the.
Oh, they had
be
the
real
Bengals.
quick,
They
huh?
didn't have the stripes. They
I
had the
told-
Bengals written across the helmet.
bingo, yeah. Go back to that. And obviously, especially with the jerseys, go back to the leap.
Yeah.
Remember the Leaping Tiger? Leaping Tiger used to be the logo. Obviously, they went to the stripes, but I think the Leaping Tiger uniform, bringing those back would be really dope. When I think about old, well, I mean, most teams obviously they have alternative alternate uniform, which is they already have their old logo. Now I think about it, what else? That's pretty much it. I like the old Bengals uniform with the Leaping Tiger from back in the 80s and 90s. Outside that, when it back to this Cracker Barrel thing, I'm confused. Why were people so upset about the logo?
But
Was
well,
it offensive
they
or something?
changed it. So in other words, they just had Cracker Barrel. They had removed the man sitting in the rocking chair with his elbow on the drum, the barrel. So
Right.
I guess people that like Cracker Barrel said, "Hey, leave that alone. Ain't nothing wrong with that." Who was that man harming?
Wait, hold on. So people complaining about the logo when the food
Yeah.
is still the same? Have they ever had the mama's breakfast? Have you ever had the mama's breakfast at Cracker
I've
Barrel?
had the pancakes.
Oh, I don't care nothing about. I don't care
But
about no
they
damn
do.
logo. Is the food that
They do.
man, you know, people so
And,
people so
and look,
finished, man.
and don't try to prove no point. Don't be like, some companies want to prove a point, and then, you had they
Right.
had lost the value had lost $143 million. I had read, maybe even more. Just go back. Hey, keep people here.
Off of a
Yes,
logo?
over a logo.
Damn.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
listen, I don't go to Cracker.
people, it's funny what people find pride in or
Offensive.
don't want to let go of. The same thing some people feel
Mhm.
about these Confederate monuments. Put them back up.
Yes.
Me, look,
Right.
look, like I give you a prime example, like I guess the Aunt Jemima, the Miss Butterworth, and all that. Man,
Oh, that was my girl. That was my girl,
it
man.
takes us. I mean, I'd be like, man, I ain't buying this syrup, man. Look at Aunt Jemima. I ain't look at it like that. I ain't not one time
Yeah,
I go in the store and say I'm not buying no Miss Butterworth or I ain't buying no Aunt Jemima or all that other stuff because that's just me, Ocho. I don't get too caught up in stuff like that. But hey, obviously some people do, and to each their own. To each their own. They wanted to make a big deal out of it. Because it wasn't gonna stop me from going to Cracker Barrel if I'm hungry and I'm driving. Obviously, I don't think there's any Cracker Barrel. Are there any Cracker Barrels in Vegas, Jordan?
Nah,
But I'm
ain't
saying
no
if
Cracker Barrels
let's
in
just say
Vegas.
for the sake of argument, I can't remember. I haven't driven more than an hour in probably, oh my God, I don't know how long. But if let's just say for the sake of argument, I'm in Atlanta and I was driving somewhere and
Yeah.
I got a taste for Cracker Barrel, I will stop
Yeah.
by it. Whether the logo the man in the rocket chair with his arm on a barrel or not.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Listen, hey, Chad, I don't know if anybody in the chat, obviously, I eat all the simpler, finer things
Long as
in
the
life.
biscuits and gravy
Cracker Barrel
good,
right
I'm
here.
stopping.
Hey, man, period, man. That mama's
Damn
breakfast,
what y'all say.
2 egg scramble, a side of sausage. I don't know if it's the butter. I don't know if it's the batter in the pancakes or whether it's the syrup that's so goddamn good.
Look.
Man, stop playing.
Look, and stop going, man. Cracker Barrel, bro. If you go to a place like that, you're not going to eat no tofu. You going to eat sausage, pancakes, bacon. You going to eat waffles. You going to eat biscuits and gravy. That's what you going for.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of biscuits, and you probably don't do it. I'm just saying what I do when I go to Cracker Barrel. The syrup is already in the little container.
Warm it up.
Take the syrup, pour it in a little cup. Tell them to warm the syrup up, and you dip the biscuits in the syrup. You ain't never did that, huh?
I like biscuits and gravy. I like man, there's something about the biscuits and gravy, man.
But that biscuits and syrup, dip the biscuit in the syrup, man. Before your meal come.
I like biscuits.
Hey. Dude, I ain't been to Cracker Barrel in a minute. I'm more of an IHOP person.
I haven't been to IHOP either.
IHOP.
I mean, I've been when I was in LA, I would go to Denny's. But I like IHOP. Used to go to the IHOP right up off Peachtree. They closed it down when I was coming up here. I'm a breakfast person, Ocho. I like grits and eggs. I like grits and eggs with
Oh yeah,
crispy
me too. Me
bacon.
too.
I'm a grits and egg. I'm a grits
Ooh.
and egg. I'm a grits and eggs type of person.
I got
Where
another
you
place I got to take you to. All right, listen, I told you about I Crave. You know about their breakfast. I told you about Smith and Webster, but I got to take you to Just
Is
Spoons.
that in Miami?
Just and it's in
Okay.
Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Just what you talking about. That's
Y'all
right
up
up your alley.
Y'all right up
Just
my alley.
a Just Spoons breakfast, huh? Anything you want. Anything you want. Under the soul food umbrella. And they give you so much food, man. This one of them restaurants that they ain't stingy. They gonna give you what you're looking for.
Grits.
And you're gonna walk out of there full.
But, man, nobody serve grits no more.
Man, I'm telling you.
Okay. Well, I
Hold on.
I got to come way to Miami to get some grits. Damn.
Hold on, where you at right now?
Texas.
Okay, but listen, when you over there back on the West Coast, where you at?
Man, I'm
Grits
not waiting
Cafe,
for no damn line
telling you.
and have me standing outside in that hot ass sun.
No. They know you coming. I'm telling you, go to Grits Cafe. And you talk about grits and eggs and fish and catfish and
how you like your eggs? Scramble, sunny side up, over medium, over easy. How you like? Yeah, poached.
Oh, I get my 2 egg scramble. Yeah, and not too hard.
Right.
No, right in the middle.
I mean, it all depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do over medium. Sometimes I do a scramble. Sometimes I do sunny side. I mean, it all depends.
I can't do no sunny side. I don't like it runny. I don't.
But normally if I get a breakfast sandwich, so when you bite it and that stuff just
right.
we're not gonna go there, Ocho. We it's too soon. Next year this time.
Yeah.
Next year this time. Give me a year. Need a year. Just say it. All right, Ocho. Now it's time, chat. It's time for one of your favorite segments. It's time for Ocho's spoken word.
Oh, spoken word. Hold on. Hey, where my hat at? Baby. Hey, where my hat from yeah, I was supposed to have my hat, but hey, chat, y'all ready? Chat, if y'all can't see me, just snap your fingers for me real quick. Hey, where's that hat I bought in France? You know where it's at? You go where? Yeah, the one I had in France, because I'm finna do spoken word.
Basket.
Okay, all right, don't worry about it. I got to get a character.
Yep.
Are y'all ready? Let me know when you're ready, Unc. Chat, y'all ready, chat?
I'm ready.
Ready, Unc? A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. Hold on, I'm in my mode, baby.
Don't bother.
I'm in my mode. Got it. Hold on. Let me get my hat.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, with spoken word of the night, Mr. Le Pepe Ochocinco. Start over. Take your time now. Take your time.
A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home. When there's no one there to hold you at night, and no one there you can kiss good night. A room will always be a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a room is not a house, and a house is not a home. But when the two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I can call your name, and suddenly your face appears. But it's just a crazy game when it ends in tears.
Le payday-cinco. That's him, ladies and gentlemen, with spoken word of the evening. All right. Here it is.
Thank you.
Your favorite segment is spell-o-cinco.
Let's
The
go.
first word. This is the type of cheese that you spread on spaghetti or lasagna. It's called Parmesan. Parmesan.
Oh, shoot. Well, that's a good one, dude. Ooh, that's a good word to start off with, because I never used Parmesan before, but I know about cheese. You know, I know you got this kind of cheese and you got other kind of cheese, but Parmesan, I'm gonna take a whiff. Parmesan. I might be wrong.
You are. Parmesan. Parmesan.
Hold on.
This man talking about he could be wrong. You are.
Hold
Lock
on,
in, Ocho, lock in.
Hey, you gotta understand. Hey, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for my mind, doing spoken word.
Yeah, and be able to transfer and to go, yeah, because you think of things that go together. And then you got to refocus and take that and get rid of that creative side. And now just get to the side that, okay.
Right. Two different lanes, two totally different lanes. So allow me to adjust.
Ocho, this is a large, thick-skinned, semi-aquatic African mammal with massive jaws and large tusks. He's referred to in Africa as the river horse. It's a hippopotamus.
Oh. Ooh, that's a good one too. That's a good one. Listen, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So hippopotamus, HIPPOPOPATAMUS.
HIPPOPOTAMUS. Hippopotamus.
Wait, is that not what I just said?
But this one is an easy one. This one, you got to get this one.
Okay.
This is a predatory myriapod invertebrate with a flattened, elongated body composed of many segments. It's called a centipede.
Okay.
Centipede.
Oh, centipede. Centipede. This is a good one because I used to play the game Centipede back in the 80s. Long time.
I do remember.
You remember that game, Unc. I don't know everybody's age group in here, but Centipede. CENTIPEDE.
That is correct. CENTIPEDE. Centipede.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing. That's what I do. I'm telling you. 1987, 1988 spelling bee champ. Charles Hadley Paul.
Ocho, demonstrating or implying an undiscriminating or unselective approach, indiscriminate or casual. Promiscuous.
Okay. Oh, promiscuous. Promiscuous. Listen, I went to the prom before, and I know promiscuous starts with PROM. Okay. ISCO. Oh, shit. Promiscuous. PROMI. PROMICQS. CUOUS.
I think you. What'd you say? It spell it again. The last part. Yes.
PR promiscuous. PROMICQUOUS.
Left the S out.
I said
PROMISCUOUS. Promiscuous.
That's what I said the first time.
We have to go back and check the tape.
Well, come on. That's two. I got two right.
The last one is a
go.
person qualified to treat diseased or injured animals. Veterinarian.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, veterinarian. That's what I wanted to be growing up. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be a marine biologist. Veterinarian. Okay, here we go. Veterinarian. VETNERIAN. Veterinarian.
What'd you just spell? Spell it
Veterinarian.
again.
Veterinarian. VET. Back there
George.
laughing. Ash?
George said you spell Venetia, not in Vegas.
No,
Yes.
veterinarian. You ready? VETNARIAN. Veterinarian.
VETERINARIAN. Veterinarian.
Damn.
All right, last okay. What? Now it's time for dunk on Unc.
Okay. God damn. Okay. That wasn't that bad.
All right, Ocho, what we got? Okay, this is
ready?
Lions edition. Okay,
Yeah, Lions
Yes.
edition.
I'm ready.
Let me know
Ocho.
when you're ready. All right, chat. Please, no answers in the chat. No answers in the chat,
No answers
chat.
in the
Please.
chat.
Here we go. Where did the Detroit Lions play their first ever game? Where did the Detroit Lions play their first ever game?
Oh my goodness.
I was there too, so it should be an
No.
easy answer.
I know they didn't play it at the Silver Dome. This was because that wasn't even thought about being built. Tiger Stadium.
Tiger Stadium. That answer is incorrect. The answer you were looking for is the University of Detroit Stadium. The game was played on September 23rd, 1934. I sat in the second row. The Lions beat the New York Giants 9-0.
No, I never got that.
9-0.
You could have gave me multiple
Yeah,
choice. I
you're
would
not
have
going
got
to
that
get this one either. Yeah, you ain't going to get this one either. Here we go. Who was the first Lions player ever to win the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award?
Defensive Player of the Week.
Who was the first Lions player ever to win the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award?
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Swillings.
Pat Swillings. That's a good answer. That's a good try, but it's not Pat Swillings. The answer you were looking for was Michael Kofer. Michael Kofer won the award in Week 8 in the 1984 season. Yes. I was there for that too. Now this will be a little bit more updated for you, so you shouldn't get this one wrong. I'm throwing you a bone here. In 2003, jersey number 3 was worn by whom? I'm throwing you a bone here just to give you one to get you
John
acclimated
Kentner,
to
I
getting
don't
one
know.
right. That is absolutely wrong. And the fact that you don't know this lets me know you don't know football the way I do. The jersey number 3 in Detroit was worn by none other than Oregon
Joey Harrington.
alum Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington, who was drafted 3rd overall by the Detroit Lions in the 2000 draft. Yeah, you should have known that one. Here we go. I know how you feel. The Lions missed out on all of the first 37 Super Bowls. During that span, how many times did they appear in the NFC Championship game?
The first 37?
The Lions missed out on all the first 37 Super Bowls. During that span, how many times did they appear in the NFC Championship game?
One.
And I help you out.
1991. They lost. 91. One.
Yeah, you are correct. 1991 season, they lost
They lost to Washington
41-10 to the Washington.
They were the team,
Commanders.
that team, but they're now the Commanders. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, they beat the Cowboys to
Okay.
advance to the NFC Championship game.
Yep. I was there for that game. Jersey number 37 was worn by which Detroit Lion during the 1955 season? It should be easy. It should be
30.
easy. He has a college award named after him.
He has a
It should
college
be
what?
easy. Award named after him. I'm throwing you a bone because I want you to get more than one right. I'm throwing you a bone. Jersey number 37 was worn by which Detroit Lion during the 1955 season? And there is a collegiate award
Bronco
named
Nagurski?
after this individual. No, the answer you were looking for was Doak Walker. Doak won the Heisman Trophy in 1948 out of Southern Methodist
yep.
University. Yeah.
Man, we tied
Yeah.
again, Ocho.
Hey, you got one right, huh? Huh? I won. What are you talking about? I won.
Hey, let me. I gotta see. We gotta pull the tape. I gotta see.
Oh, come on. They don't start. They don't start.
I just want y'all to know I'm playing this one under protest. I'm playing under protest.
Don't hey, listen. You can't cheat. You can't cheat greatness. You can't cheat. The fact that I had to transition and go from spoken word, which was well thought out, and then transition into spelling is very difficult.
The last segment of the evening is time for Q and A.
Oh man, I feel good tonight, bro. I gotta take a look at that.
Kimber Norwood Jr., my question is, Ocho, if the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl, who would the NFC team be? Who would the NFC team be they're playing against, and what's the score?
That's a good question. I think it's our time. I think this year is our year, and the team they would probably play would probably be the Eagles. Would probably be the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the strongest NFC team from top to bottom on both sides of the ball. So that's a dream of mine. I like that. So Bengals, Eagles, Super Bowl, San Francisco. I'll see you there.
Then 2100 Nightcap. I know it's way too early, but who do you guys have going to the Super Bowl?
I just told. Now I know they just heard me say the Bengals and the Eagles going to be in the Super Bowl.
I guess I can take one of my two teams. I can take the Ravens or the Broncos.
Ravens
or the Broncos. They might be playing each other for the AFC Championship game. Mm-hmm.
Now, you just heard me tell him who the AFC team was going to be in the Super Bowl.
Happening. That's not happening. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna say that we're gonna make our picks. We'll make our picks on Monday. No, Wednesday. Next Wednesday, because the game is next Thursday. So we're gonna make our picks next Wednesday before the game. Dr. Frank L. Bellamy, hey fam, Unc, do you think Michael Irvin could be a guest one night and help defend my Cowboys? Ocho, would you have been a referee because with all the energy and testosterone between you, Mike, somebody liable to pass out? Yes, we can have Mike on. Mike is a very good friend of mine. He's a great guy. Yeah, we'll get him on. We'll do that. We'll get him on one night. OG_Thanos, who's under more pressure to reach the Super Bowl, Ravens or the Bills? Which is heavier, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? They weigh the same.
That's a good one.
They're both. Because now you got MVP winning quarterbacks. Your team is back healthy. You upgraded. You got Cook back. You upgraded with Johnston at wide receiver. Shakir is back. Hey. And Ravens got no excuse. The Ravens have absolutely no excuse. Rock Surge, would you ever interview Richard Hart? He's a billionaire that created 4 projects on blockchain: Hex, Pulse Chain, PulseX, and Incentive Token. He also defeated the SEC recently. I have no earthly idea who that is. You know who that is? I don't even know if my audience would know who he is, but I might need to do some research on him. If he creating all them projects, maybe I can create me something. See how he did it. Jay Breezy, do you think the Saints are tanking for Archie? We have zero quarterback to stand behind and so many other missing pieces. As a lifelong Saints fan, I'm hoping it doesn't take a decade to get a team going. No, I don't think they're going to tank. They're going with Mr. Rattler.
Spencer Rattler.
They opened it up. He and Shook, they battled it out. They feel more comfortable. Kellen Moore feels very comfortable with Spencer Rattler at the helm. We'll see how long he can keep him off. I don't think he has a short leash. I think Kellen Moore understands that to play that position, you can't play it with someone looking over your shoulder. So I expect him to not make a decision based on booze, based on what's being written in the paper, because he understands that's a very difficult position to play, and you still have a young quarterback. So I don't think they're tanking for Archie Manning. Arch Manning. I don't think they're tanking for him. Bro, can y'all see if the guy can play? Damn. Y'all will let the man play? Damn. Let him play before we start talking about first number one overall pick. Daryl Nickens, Unc Ocho, I got my LLC going last week. Plus, I'll be starting my own sports podcast inspired by you guys. It will be bilingual. Any advice? Also, I got limited edition cognac 3 days ago. Well, Daryl, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Bilingual sports podcast. Just be you. Be authentic. People want to hear authenticity. They don't want to feel like it's watered down. That's why they go direct to you. So it's direct from you to the consumer. And so it's not a this or that, well, he can't say that because they're going to get mad at him. It's your platform. You can say whatever you want. So just be you. That's the only thing you can be. Nobody else can be Daryl. Only you can. How great can Chris Henry Jr., number one receiver from Matter Day, and Jeremiah Smith be together at Ohio State next year?
That's gonna be nice, boy.
Jeremiah Smith had an NFL body as a true freshman. Yeah.
Nice. Now they gonna have a nice little squad over there, boy. Man, Chris Henry Jr. I saw Matter Day was on TV on ESPN.
Didn't they beat St. Thomas Aquinas?
Man, Chris Henry Jr. went off, boy. And he went crazy out there, man.
Zachariah Harris said, give Ocho one more word. If he gets it wrong, he eats an egg. He eats the viral balat egg live. What is that?
A what?
Man, they be
I mean, he
man,
acting like
stuff
that's
I don't know nothing about, man.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing I won't eat.
We
so
know
I'm
that.
sure that's not even
Junior _ Cool Cat. What's up, Uncle Ocho? Just had to put my dog down earlier. He was my baby boy. What's some advice you have for during this grieving time? Bro, I ain't got no advice, bro. That day hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you. You never gonna get over it. You just gonna get better at dealing with it. Man, that pain, boy. Hey, even though and the thing is that, like, once you make a decision to put the dog down and you realize that you're only keeping the dog alive for you and not for it because it's suffering, man, that hurt even worse, man. Man, you talking about hurt. Oh, there it is right there. A balut egg is a fertilized duck egg embryo popular in the Philippines and other parts of Southeast Asia that is boiled or steamed and eaten from a small shell, from the shell. The process involves sipping the savory broth around the developing chick before eating the yolk and the embryo with Ocho, you ain't gonna do that.
That ain't nothing.
Can you see it?
That ain't nothing. No, I can't see it. But that ain't nothing. All I heard is embryo and sucking. I'm good. I got it.
Nah.
I'm good. Man, that ain't nothing. Listen, Unc, I've been around the world and had delicacies from all cultures. Frog legs, chocolate covered ants. I mean, what's that? That's nothing. I thought it was some type of challenge.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing. And I swallowed that whole. I ain't sipping nothing.
Yeah, next year this time we have Very interesting conversation. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. Thank you guys for joining us. I am your favorite Unc Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, Madden ratings adjuster, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We'd like to thank each and every one of you that listened tonight and all the other nights that you listened. Thank you for your support and your continued support. Make sure you check out my Shea by LaPortier. We have it in stock. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. The best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. I also did a limited edition release of my brother. It's a commemorative pack with him and I. We're the first brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and I want to do something to honor him. And this was my way of honoring my brother. So this is a limited edition. Make sure you get yours while supplies last, because once they're gone, they're gone. So if you want to order a bottle, just head over to laportier.com to grab yours. Please make sure you follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is also pinned in the chat. We want to thank our very special guest, All-Pro safety from the Detroit Lions, Kerby Joseph, and Pro Bowl defensive tackle from the Seattle Seahawks, Leonard Williams. I am Unc. He's Ocho. We're off tomorrow, but we're back Friday. So off tomorrow, back Friday.
Oh, hey. Hold on. Don't Texas and Ohio State play Friday?
No, I think Georgia Tech. Is it Georgia Tech in Colorado? But we back. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We back Friday. Okay. So we back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Peace.
All right.